Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and I post 3 beauty related videos every single week, so if those are like the types of videos you like to watch, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and also put the notification bell on to be notified every single time that I upload. Guys, I am so excited for today's video. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be testing out Jeffree Star's and Shane Dawson's conspiracy collection. So let's just talk about the chaos that happened on Friday, because that was intense. So I've got a little bit of a story for you. So I actually finished work at 5 o'clock and I was still at work at 5:10 trying to get onto the website, but I couldn't. So I just thought there was an issue with the website. I'll just drive home and see if I can get it when I get home. By the time I got home, I managed to get onto the website. Well, actually, tell a lie, I think I went on the app. And what I originally wanted was the conspiracy big palette and the mini palette like bundle, because the bundle comes to £66, whereas separately together they cost 73. So I was like, I'm going to get the bundle because I might as well. And it all sold out. So that was brilliant. But then I got a text message from my friend Jasmine, and she said she managed to buy the bundle, the gloss. She even bought the lipstick bundle. She bought a mirror. But it went through twice, so she had £400 come out of her bank account. But what I was able to do was buy the stuff off of her. So that's how we're doing this video today. If I didn't have her buying any of the stuff, I would be filming this. So quick shout out to you, Jasmine, thank you very much. So today we're playing with the conspiracy palette, we're playing with the mini controversy. I've got the gloss, and courtesy of my friend, I have all of the lipsticks here as well, so we can do some swatches. So without further ado, let's jump on into it. So I think I'm gonna actually dive on to the palette swatches first. We'll do the lip swatches and stuff right at the end, but we're gonna start off with the mini controversy palette. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I was for this launch. Like, I knew straight away, even when they announced that they were doing a collab, I knew that I'd be getting that, all the palettes and stuff, because I'm a massive fan of Shane Dawson and I love Jeffree Star's makeup, so it was a given that I was going to get it. But this is the mini controversy palette. I absolutely love the packaging. Everything is just so amazing. So the mini comes in this little box, and this is what the palette looks like. Oh my gosh, the packaging is just, it's just completely unreal. Like, honestly, like, even the writing is like slightly distorted because it's meant to be like a static TV sort of theme. Oh, I just love it. And this is what the palette looks like. So at first when I saw this, I'm not gonna lie, at first when I saw this, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really like, because I've got the blue blood, this has obviously 2 blues and this really pale blue up here, I wasn't really excited about this. But if I'm honest, the fact that Beauty Bay did a bundle deal to get 2 of them, and then this palette would have only cost like £18, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. But yeah, this is the mini. This is what it looks like. It does have 1 shade in this palette that is also in the big palette, but I'll show you that in a second. And I just love the pans. Like, if I just show you up close, like all the pan details, oh my god, I'm absolutely living for it. So this is what the mini looks like. And then the conspiracy, oh god, I nearly dropped it. This is the conspiracy palette. So it's in this, you know, like the spiral packaging, which is obviously what Shane Dawson does. He does all these conspiracy theories. That's obviously where this is inspired from. And I just love the packaging. It comes in this huge box. And then, God, if I can get it out. And then you pull the palette out like this. And guys, this packaging is sick. Like, look at this. Oh my god, it's everything. So it's sort of similar to the Blue Blood and Blood Sugar, but they made it different because it actually goes up like a pyramid, and then you have the Shane Dawson logo in the middle and then Conspiracy on the side. This is what it looks like, and it has the shiny sort of spirals on it. Oh my god, it's just everything. I love it. And also I want to mention that Andrew actually designed this like on Photoshop himself, and I feel like he didn't get a lot of credit for it, so shout out to Andrew because this is amazing. And you obviously open them up by the little trunk things, whatever they're called, and this is what the palette looks like. So let me just show you up close. Guys, when I first saw pictures of this, I was a bit like, right, okay, but now when I'm seeing it in person, I'm actually obsessed with it. I think the reason why a lot of people didn't like it, because Jeffree style is obviously all about colour and like being different and stuff, and this is very much a Shane palette in the sense that he was obviously thinking of people that are beginners just like him. He learned how to do makeup for this series. So this top row here are all sort of your like basic neutrals, and then this row here are, this is my favourite row. So this is your pops of colour, like that food videos shade, everything. And you've got the shimmery pink, you've got, you know, the orange, red. Oh, it's just amazing. Oh my god, my hand's hurting holding this up. And then you get the bottom row, which is more of your grungy row. You have a dark purple, you have a bright silver shimmer, you have a dark green shimmer, you have a black. Like, I love this palette so much. I hope that the formula is as good as his other ones. But I think that is enough rambling. I'm now going to jump into the swatches of this mini controversy palette. Then I'll dive into Conspiracy, and then we'll finally get on with the eye look. So this is the mini controversy palette swatched, and these blues are actually so different to the ones in the Blue Blood palette, and I'm really glad I got this palette now. You have really light shades in the crease, and then you have a beautiful purple which goes with this light purple here. You have your blues, you have a transition shade, you have a couple of shimmers, but I actually really like this palette now that I've swatched it. So the mini controversy, just want to mention, it retails for £25, but if you got both the palettes together it's 66. But this is £9 of eyeshadow in quite a decent sized palette with a mirror, so I think that's a very good price. And now let's dive into the swatches of the Conspiracy palette. So this is the first two rows swatched, and this is such a unique, oh my god, I can't speak. This is such a unique shade. It looks quite dull on camera, but in real life it is so bright. I love this shimmer here. I obviously love the shimmery pink, the matte pink, oh my god, and these neutrals I think are perfect for, you know, putting in the crease. And this is the last row, and as you can see it's a lot darker than the other colours. It's more grungy, and this one kind of swatched a bit patchy, but these shimmers are amazing, and that black is really pigmented as well. So I think I'm going to play with both palettes and incorporate them into a look. So without further ado, let's finally get into the eye look. Sorry, I actually forgot to mention the price of the Conspiracy palette, the big one, is £48, which is the same amount as the Blue Blood and Blood Sugar, which I was quite surprised at. I was expecting it to be more expensive because it's a collab, but no, I've stuck to the £48 mark. But we'll discuss all the prices and my opinion right at the end. So for the first shade, I'm going to take Flat Earth, which is this really pale, muted blue shade. And I'm just going to put that like all in my crease. Okay, so there's a bit of fallout in the pan, but the shade is quite pigmented. It is a very pale blue shade, so I didn't expect it to look very pigmented on my lid, but considering that is a pastel blue shade, it looks quite good. So next I'm going to take the shade Cancelled, which is this really unique, I don't think I've ever seen a blue like this in a palette. I don't know how to explain it, but it's, you saw in the swatches obviously, but it's just a really nice blue. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's sort of in the middle, and it's so nice. And I'm just going to build that on top of where I put Flat Earth. Wow, so that is extremely pigmented. So I'm gonna just take that Flat Earth shade again on a clean blending brush, and I'm gonna blend those top edges out, because my god. That was so satisfying. So now that I've put the blue on, I think I'm now gonna cut my crease, because I sort of want to do a similar look to this that I did before, and put colours, sort of like different colours like in the crease, if you know what I mean. So I am just gonna quickly whiz through this, because it's gonna take a little while. So just gonna go cut my crease off camera, and then I'll be right back. So for the inner corner, for the first shade, I am gonna take, if I can hold this up, I'm gonna take that food video shade. Oh my god, I just think it's stunning, and I need to put it on my eye socket, that's a bit weird, eyelid. So I'm indeed going to put that in the inner corner. So I've just put it in my inner corner. I don't know if you can see, but it is so pigmented and it looks so sick with the blue. So now I think I'm going to take the pigment shade here, which is this really nice muted pink. So now I'm going to take Diet Root Beer, which is actually in both palettes, and I'm going to put that just after the where I put that pink here. And then I'm going to take the first brush I used, I'm going to take Flat Earth, and I'm going to blend that brown. So now that I've put that brown in my outer corner, I am now, is that a shimmer? No, it's not. I'm now gonna take the Not a Fact shade here, which is a really dark purple, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. Okay, so I've sort of blended that into the brown as well, so it sort of, you know, blends in a bit better. So now I'm just going to take an inner corner shade. So I think I'm going to take Ranch, which is this, it's not quite as silver, it's quite a nice pearly sort of shimmer. Okay, so I've now done the eye look. I'm going to quickly go off camera, put some lovely lashes on. I'm going to put some mascara on, and I'll be right back, and then we can move on to the lip. Guys, I'm freaking obsessed with this look that I've done. I'm just going to come forward and show you, and then we'll move on to the lips. So I did the blue cut crease, and then I did the yellow, the pink, and the brown. Oh my god. I'm freaking obsessed. Okay, so we're now going to finally move on to the lips. So these are not mine, these are my friend's, but she very kindly let me borrow them for the sake of this video. So we've got 6 lipsticks to swatch, so we're just going to jump straight into it. So my lips are now ruined, but apart from the 6 liquid lipsticks, Shane did also come out with a lip gloss. It come in this beautiful box packaging just called The Gloss, and the shade is called Shane Glossin, which I love. I love the component. I have actually never tried Jeffree's glosses, so I thought as soon as Jasmine ordered twice a lot of what she'd ordered, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have the gloss as well. And I love the packaging. This is what it looks like. I know it's like super over the top, but I love it. And sorry, I didn't show you up close what the lipstick components look like. So obviously just the same as usual, but it has like a sort of gunmetal lid, and it has Shane Dawson written all around here, which I love. So I'm just going to put the gloss on, and then we can finally do my final thoughts. Okay, right, I am back. I have put the gloss on. It feels amazing. It's not sticky. It's really like hydrating and moisturising. Obviously I'll see how it gets on, you know, throughout the day, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to eat, so I'm probably gonna take it off anyway. But first impressions, it's super shiny, hydrating. Oh my god, this is so nice. I'm gonna obviously keep using this. But anyway, so let's get into my final thoughts. This is probably gonna be a super long video, but I need to tell you all my thoughts and opinions on these palettes. So let's start off with obviously the main thing, the palettes. So we obviously have the mini controversy, I can't say that word, mini controversy, and the big obviously controversy palette. So the mini palette, obviously I think the packaging on all of this collection is ace. It is sickening, it is amazing. I can't believe Andrew just drew this up on Photoshop and it just come to life. Like, that amazes me. I love it so much. I love the packaging on this, like the rainbow static. I just love the packaging. Anyway, so the mini controversy, at first I was like, do I really want it? I've got the Blue Blood palette, so I mean, that's obviously 2 shades wasted for me. I'd only be using the rest of them, and do they look, you know, decent enough? Like, I'm not really too sure. But now that I've played with it, this blue is so unique. I freaking love it. There is not a blue like this in the Blue Blood palette, and I am obsessed with it. I obviously didn't play with this dark blue, but I'm pretty sure there's no royal shimmer blue in the Blue Blood. Obviously the dark root beer shade for the outer corner, so nice. That Flirt Earth, obviously it wasn't super pigmented because it's pastel and I have pale skin, but it's amazing. It obviously wasn't as pigmented, but considering it is a pastel colour, it did show up, so I'm really impressed with that. So do you know what, I do actually like the shades in this. I do feel like I need to do some sort of purple look with this as well, but don't you worry, follow my Instagram and I'll be doing tons more looks on these palettes. Obviously there's only so much I can do today. So that's my thoughts on the mini. On the main event, the controversy, so I obviously used more shades in here. I used food videos, I used pigment, I used not a fact, and I used ranch. I obviously, you know, I'm gonna say that I love this palette. I think I love it because it's different to like what Jeffree's ever done before, and I think that's why I love it as well. This palette is super friendly towards people that are not, you know, experts in eyeshadow, I guess. So you have the neutral, like, safe shades up here, and then if you do want to dive into colour, you do have this middle row here, and then if you need a darker colour, you have this palette here. I think a lot of people were sort of disappointed because this isn't a typical Jeffree palette, but the whole point of this palette is that it's a Shane collab, someone who never knew about makeup until a year ago, and now he's learning from scratch. So I actually really love the colour story. Now I'm seeing it in real life. I must admit the pictures didn't do it justice. Like in real life, this is stunning and I cannot wait to do more looks with it. Yes, it is super expensive. I think the mini is definitely worth the money if you don't want to quite spend £48 on the big palette, but you do want to, you know, support Shane and Jeffree and you love playing with colour. I would definitely pick this one up if you can't afford this one. However, if you can afford to buy this and you are a huge fan of Shane and Jeffree and you want this in your collection, you think this is missing, you know, this is so different and that's what I love about it. So I would definitely pick it up, but obviously I'm not going to sit here and say you need to spend your money on this, because you don't. If you don't have the money to spend on it, then don't spend your money on it. That is just plain and simple. But I would never recommend something I don't think is good enough to be in your collection. And for me personally, this is so nice. I love the formula. Even this food videos shade here is so pigmented. It's such a unique shade, and that's why I like this palette, because a lot of the shades in here are really unique and I love that. So yeah, they are my thoughts on this palette. So now the lipsticks. I do have a few thoughts on these, and basically my favourite colours from this collection are probably Jeffree What the F and Are You Filming, which is actually Andrew's shade. The reason I didn't pick these up is because I have a bright pink from the summer collection, Yes Ma'am, and this is a red lipstick, and I've got plenty of red lipsticks in my collection, so I don't need them. So I just don't see the point spending my money on a lipstick when I already have similar shades in my collection. So you have another matte shade, and this is the shade Oh My God. This would look beautiful on deeper skin, but for me it really washes my skin out and makes my teeth look yellow, and I didn't find that this had the best formula. It was quite streaky when at first applying it, so I imagine you'd have to build up the layers. And then left is the 3 metallic shades. I don't really wear metallic lipstick at all really. My favourite one is Ryland though. Even though it doesn't look that great on my skin tone, I still love it. I would probably wear this over the top of like a nude lipstick or something. And these shades were really nice. The formula of these metallics are really different to the mattes, obviously, because it's a different formula, but I mean in the sense that these feel really thin and like really lightweight. Like obviously the matte ones do feel lightweight anyway, but these are really thin to apply. And if you love metallic lipsticks and if you like the shades, then obviously pick them up. They're just not my cup of tea personally. The lipsticks are £16, but you know, from my favourites video, I know that they are worth the money. So if any of those shades obviously appeal to you, then I definitely recommend. And then the last item is the gloss. I have just spoken about this, but still not sticky. It feels so comfortable. I literally feel like I've got nothing on my lips right now, so I'm going to keep using this. I'm really excited to play with this more. So guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you think of this collection. Have you picked it up? I mean, did you manage to pick it up? Because the internet broke for like 3 hours. And yeah, give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.